So out of the whole Summer Games Fest, I thought there were a lot of duds and not a ton was super exciting or anything we didn't already know, but something that did get me really excited was an announced demo of Lies of P, a game I have been following very, very closely for years. So in this video, we're gonna try it out, and I've not tried it. I have no idea what to expect, but we're gonna try Lies of P. Ooh, we start off with shader compilation. I'm okay with that. If it avoids frame drops, I'm all for it. And it's going pretty quick too. That's refreshing. Looking like, you notice, Naughty Dog? You see what they're doing? That's how you're supposed to do it. Neowiz Round8 Studio. Man, I've been looking forward to this for a long time. And the reason is because this seems to be a spiritual successor to the one and only Bloodborne, which many of you guys, I'm sure, are all too aware of. I'm gonna leave HDR off, and I am gonna adjust the brightness while looking at my second monitor to try and balance it for you guys watching at home as well. Okay, the game has an autosave feature, wonderful. They may differ from the final release. I would expect it. Let's see. Oh, geez, dude. Already I'm in it to win it. Let's check graphics options. All of this looks good. I'm going to turn super resolution off. And DLSS, I'm going to put to quality. Let's do that. And then graphics setting, we're gonna leave it on best. And I think we're probably good just like that. Let's just get into the game and try it cranked up to the max and see what this is like. I again, am not ready for this. I was not expecting this today, but let's see what we're dealing with. Instead of loading, it says now lying. I don't know why that's funny to me. That's good though. Lies of P, lying, eh? The great writer, Carlo Collodi.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Geppetto's puppet. We need your help.
Okay. Oh, baby. Dude, it looks really good. I'm already very impressed. What are we looking at in terms of performance? We are at a native 144 frames a second running at 4K upscaled with DLSS. That is pretty wild. It's a little dark, so I might have been a little aggressive on that initially. So let me adjust it. Okay, let's go a little brighter. Let's go right there. I think that's good. Much better. We can actually see stuff.
Jim, we already start soon.
Oh.
I see they got Jiminy too. But we have to hurry.
Okay, let's hurry.
My name is Sophia. Please come to Hotel Krat,
Okay.
and I'll explain what's happening.
Hotel Krat.
Jiminy, please escort him to the hotel.
Okay. Do not be afraid, even if you get lost in the fog. The cricket guide will be back with you. Oh, it is Jiminy Cricket. Oh, that's fun. Okay, what do we got here? Let's go. Open the door.
Let's get you out of there. Find something that might help.
Okay.
But the streets are not safe. Arm yourself with one of the weapons over there.
Okay.
It'll be helpful on your way to the hotel.
Okay, path of the cricket, balanced. Path of the bastard, dexterity. Or path of the sweeper, strength. I think I'm gonna go dexterity. Yeah, quick and nimble, heavy combat style, or balanced. I'm gonna try quick and nimble. We're gonna try that.
Destination Hotel Krat. Recommend escaping from this location.
Okay, normal, heavy, charged. pulse cells recover HP. There's a maximum number of times pulse cells can be used. When you reach the maximum, the cell will be reached or discharged. If you attack enemies while the cell is discharged, pulse cells will gradually... Okay. Interesting. Now, left bumper blocks. Let's see if I can parry. Not with that. Okay, let's keep going. So I would assume that in the final game, you are able to sort of pick your playstyle as you're going, and the selection is probably specific to the demo. Normally, you would just find which weapons you like and then use those. But for the demo, obviously, they need to let you pick quickly. But I'll be real, I'm amazed at how good these little automatons look. The game graphically is very impressive so far. Maybe, you know what, the fog, the god rays, doesn't look great. It's a little choppy. It has some artifacts. Maybe if I go into settings and I turn off DLSS, that'll go away. Let's see. Nope. With that turned off, it still looks a little grainy, a little low res. That's unfortunate. But even with that, you can see we're still locked at 144 at these inside sections, rendering at native 4K. So, I mean, in terms of performance, there don't seem to be any concerning problems or anything. So I'll give them that. I will say the game is balanced audio-wise very loudly. Very loudly. Just like all those other Soulsborne games, the control scheme is pretty much directly in line with Soulsborne games. Oh, baby. I keep accidentally using healing items. Okay, what's in here? I mean, so far, this is... In terms of ambiance, I'm here for it. Okay, I need a key to open that door. Let's see if we can find a key. I think this is all where I just came from. Okay. I've gone in a circle. It's okay. That looks like a boss, or at the very least a big boy. It looks like he's been busy. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I mean, let's see. We're probably gonna die because I keep accidentally using healing items. What you got? Ow. Okay. Ooh. Oh, baby. Okay, my bad. Lie or die. I think I died. I think that was just death. I don't think there was any lying there. Yeah, I will just say again, the game is balanced very loudly. I don't know if that's an option in the settings. Oh, this is all at 7 out of 10. I'd hate to hear 10 out of 10. It's all balanced like it's on an equalizer. So when I'm at full volume, as I'll raise it here in just a second, you'll hear every noise is brought up to the max. There's not a lot of what's known as dynamic range in the audio, where quiet sounds are really quiet in your headphones or in speakers, and then loud sounds are really loud. It's all brought up to about the same level. And to me, I personally would prefer a little more dynamic range, just because this is a little much for me. It's kind of hard to pick out like if something's far away or if something's close, but that's perhaps more nitpicky. You're playing these games usually for the gameplay, not quite for the sound balancing, but I would like to see that improved for the final release personally. Okay, big boy, I'm back. Let's try this again. What you got? What you got? Okay, that did hurt. Oh, okay. So the dodge, you gotta plan for. You can't really hop in here and just roll instantly. You kind of have to plan for it. So it's gonna take a minute to get a feeling for that timing. But yeah, and then he stun locks you. Ooh, that feels bad, man. Yeah, I could see this getting pretty tough. Is this more of a blocking game? Is that the thing I'm missing? Oh, he broke through my block. Okay. One more time. We'll get him this time. Okay, you bastard. Let's do this again. I'm gonna get you. Let me try that left trigger ability too. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, but that deals nice damage. Okay. Oh, go screw yourself. He followed me. I ran past him thinking I was being cute. So I know I gotta get good, but it does currently feel like there's a lot of lag between the dodge and when it happens. Oh, baby. So I just got to get the hang of that. It's a little difficult. Well, of course it's a little difficult, but it's a little nuanced. There's some slight delay between when you press it and when the dodge roll actually happens. And that's just going to take a little bit of time to get used to. Okay, we run up here. We're going to try this. Now we can go out. Oh. Jeez. Stargazer, okay. Use the Stargazer to fully recover HP. Okay, just like a regular Sight of Grace or Lantern. Trying to beat the puppets, but if I learn the power of Stargazer for a moment, gather ergo clever one. This Stargazer will make you stronger. I'll just let her read it.
So be careful with it. Hurry up and come to Hotel Krat.
Okay. I'm coming to the hotel. I'm like, why am I reading this off? When they've hired actresses to do it for you. Okay, in here we see the different options we have for leveling up. Advanced technique, motivity, capacity, vigor, and vitality. Advance, it seems like that's going to affect elements. Okay, so like damage reduction for fire, electrical, blitz, acid. Okay, so that's interesting. Definitely more of a defensive application. Technique will improve some physical attacks. Motivity will also do that. Capacity is going to allow you to carry more. It looks like higher endurance and stamina, perhaps. Vigor, also just endurance and vitality. Of course, upgrading your max health. I'm going to try cranking vigor even further. Let's do that. Then we go down, hit level up. Yes, we will use that material and then we're good. Okay, so we do have a perfect guard system. It seems like, oh, what? Okay, I guess that was a heavy overhand. I thought I could block it. I guess you can't block those. Okay, Luke needs to get good, boys and girls. Needs to get good. Oh, wait, no, I just watched it back. Was I just out of stamina? I think I was just out of stamina. Okay. Okay, that's okay. Whatever. Let's try this again. I'm loving all the robotic designs though. It reminds me of that movie Hugo, but man, so far playing through something like this with this ambiance and world design and also running at like 4K 144 frames a second is just baller, dude. I will say some of these duplicate enemies, they tend to double up on the exact same animations at the same time, so you can stagger them at the same time. So dealing with multiple numbers isn't that difficult, actually. Okay, backstabs are here. Oh. Okay, so that was a perfect guard. Just like a little bitty parry. I can even throw gears at people. See? How great is that? Press the button. It shocked me. Okay. Weird. Oh, did you see that guy just despawn? That's a bummer if they're just going to despawn the bodies that instantly. I hope they change that for the final release, because I personally like it when you've been grinding through a level in a game like this for like half an hour or an hour, just slowly working your way through without dying, and then you run back through all the places you already have been to and it's just a wasteland of bodies. You know, I personally find that very satisfying, but it seems like these guys despawn relatively quickly, which is just a little bit of a bummer. So hopefully maybe if it's just a PC thing, just allowing those to stay spawned in, I think would be nice. And then you also see the blood despawns just like that. Boom. Timed that perfectly. I get it's like rinsing away in the rain, but that was a little aggressive. Maybe a slower fade. Again, these are very small tweaks. This isn't like major problem here. It's just like, oh, maybe I would tweak that. I changed that a little bit. Maybe, you know, whatever. A little bit of pop in here and there. That's okay. It's a demo, for Christ's sake. Use Fable Arts while guarding. Use Handle Fable Arts. Okay, so what do these look like? Oh, okay, that probably would have made that boss fight easier. I throw a gear at you. Oh, baby. Okay. You got me there. You got me there. You know what? I could see this being a tricky game. I think it's one of those, once you get the hang of the timing of the dodges, you're fine. For me right now, the problem is I keep hitting circle, or I guess B on an Xbox controller to roll, but it happens just ever so slightly after you would think it's gonna go. So you just gotta get the hang of that roll timing. And so far, it hasn't clicked for me. But once it clicks, I think it's gonna feel really tight. Oh, baby. Big money. Sucks to suck. I think I got the hang of it. I think we're good now. Now watch as I run into a boss and get totally smashed. That's what always happens the moment you're feeling good. Thermite. What you got? What you got? Oh no, he doesn't have a head. He don't got no head. Oh. Come here, doggy. I throw a gear at you. What say you? I do think this X is a little aggressive to mark where you're auto-locked. It's just massive. If we could make that a little smaller, I think that would be a good play. It's just huge. I will say the brilliant thing about having a bunch of androids as your like NPCs in the game is that you have a built-in excuse as to why they all look the same. You know, you don't have to worry about duplicate models and people freaking out about that, because who cares? I mean, it's just, they're androids. Of course they look similar. They would be weird if they didn't look similar. So just like in all of those other Soulsborne style games, you can see that there are looping back pathways, shortcuts to be unlocked, all of that good stuff. The circus. Oh goodness. The circus. Oh no. Oh dude. He can punch you. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. That's good. What about this guy? Can I talk? Or this lady? I can't tell.
Hello there. Welcome to Krat, visitor.
No, it's a dude.
I didn't think there were any stalkers left to fight the puppets. You didn't hear? Figures. The whole organization fell apart. All that's left are wannabes and amateurs who think they can fight on their own. You ought to buy something while you're at the festival. You can't rely on yourself alone.
Okay, what do you have
Out
to
here
sell?
alone?
Okay, Fable Catalysts. I've been finding those all over. I don't think I need those. Throwing Cell inflicts electrical blitz damage. Okay, so it's like an electric grenade. Interesting. We also have the Abrasive. It imbues your weapon with blitz. And then we have a couple of different weapons. Puppet Saber Blade, Rapier's Blade, or the Great Sword, if you want to swap weapons right about now. I think I will try this, because I have a feeling it will be useful for a boss fight coming up. And then in here, I will equip that to that. So in the moment, if I need it, I can go boop. Wait, cancel. I can go like this. Oh, I just used it. Okay, well, never mind. In the future, I will also do that, if that makes sense. I'll do it both times. This looks like a boss fight. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm braced. I'm ready. What you got? baby. What on earth? Oh my God. Ooh. He does seem weak to it. Oh God. I have to sharpen my weapon. Oh God. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Ow. Oh my God. I am so dead. This is badass though, dude. Oh no. Oh, yep. Yep, you got me. You got me there. That's freaking epic. He definitely is weak to the electric stuff, so I may need to buy some more of that. Let's try again. Oh, and look, the boss is the guy on the sign. Oh, that's a good touch. I didn't even notice that. It all comes together. It's all part of the plan. Okay, let's get this. Let's go in without the electric charge. We'll just try it and see what happens. What you got, dude? One more time. It definitely seems to be a combat system primarily about spacing and distance. If you have a decent understanding of what your spacing is, you should be okay. Like there wasn't enough space. That's the lesson. Ooh. Not good. Heal up a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna start trying to dodge into him and see if that helps. I think that might be the pro strat. Dodging towards him. Because then you never get far enough away that you can't deal damage. And then you see he rips off his own head and uses it as a weapon. Oh, dude. I don't know what that text is at the bottom. Is that supposed to be him speaking? In like a weird language? Or are those captions I don't understand? Oh, God. I made him big mad. Oh, God. Okay, I'm getting the hang of it, though. I think dodging into him is the play as long as you don't land between his knees. Because then you can't roll out of it. You get caught. So I gotta dodge into him, but slightly to the left or right. Okay, let's try this again. See the text at the bottom? I don't know what that is. Oh, my bad. I don't know if there's iframes in this. And it doesn't feel like it. It really doesn't. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Come here. Come here. Hey, big money. Big money. Oh, baby. That was good. Of course, special kind of ergo, different color and vibration. Workshop uses. I didn't finish reading it. That was pretty solid. Okay. So it's definitely the case that bosses, at least this one, has a lot of elemental weakness. And just like a lot of other games in this type of genre, they usually signal it with like a shop right before the boss fight that sells that item that's really useful, or maybe you can find it and farm it in the area around the boss fight. So you can deal with the boss fight if you want to without doing all of that. But if you go and actually kind of keep your eyes open for that kind of thing, it can make the boss fight way easier. And that one, I mean, once we hit the second phase, the transform, it was like a walk in the park compared to trying to take it on without the electric effect. I'll tell you what, dude, this was a banger for Xbox to get on Game Pass day one. Whoever negotiated that years ago needs a raise, because that was, what a get, man. I mean, this thing I think is going to be big. I said it on stream during the event, the Summer Game Fest event today. I think that this game's going to be huge, and I stand by that, perhaps even more now after playing this demo. I'm pretty impressed. There's a few things I would tweak here and there, but all told, I mean, everything about it is getting me more and more excited. I was just ready for them to be like, yeah, here's a little like area for you to walk in, and there's a boss fight, we'll call it good. But no, they're giving us significantly more. We can even practice our moves on dummies in the courtyard. That's awesome. Okay, dude, this is like, again, every part of this is just surpassing my expectations. Isn't this great? Isn't this just wonderful to have something that just like excites you and gets you pumped? You know, and before you go, well, Luke, it's a game you're interested in that has a demo. Of course it's doing this, but you remember a little game called Forspoken? That game had a demo. Sure did. You know what I thought after playing the demo? This looks like hot donkey ass. And guess what it was when we got it? Hot donkey ass plus a nonsensical story. So it's not necessarily a given that just because you get a demo, a game is going to be badass or it's going to reaffirm everything you thought before. Rather, I think a demo can be really risky, because if the game is not actually what people were hoping for, they're not even going to buy it by accident or by mistake. They're not even going to bother. Oh, what? We actually get the upgrades now? We get to play with them? Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. We have the puppet string now. Legion arm is special equipment that is equipped on the left arm. Own combat abilities, modified in all sorts of forms. Modifications can be made. Okay, so this is puppet string, and I'm guessing we can use it to zip around. Okay, I can already tell these guys are a little harder. They have higher health pools, or bigger health pools, and they're dealing higher damage. So it looks like from area to area, there is going to be level scaling for enemies.
Was a regular rich people row.
Looks like it.
You wanted fancy boutiques and shops. No place better.
Dude, I would live here in a heartbeat, as is. This looks promising. A little crosswalk. Okay, what's in here? It's Chamber of Machina Workshop. Oh, God. Oh, he's gonna kick my ass. I have no healing left. Oh, God. Okay, I didn't see him coming. You know what? I deserve that one. I'll take it. Dude, he just looks like he's gonna kick my ass, doesn't he? He's just oozing that vibe. Oh, man. Well, no time like the present. Hey, buddy, let's do it. Let's dance. Never mind. I tricked you. Why? Oh, there's an enemy nearby. I can't use it. I'll run over here. No. Okay, we're okay. I almost fell off. Don't mind me, sir. All is well. Sorry, sir. I was caught in an animation. Let's see if I can use it now. We're spamming the crap out of this. Yes, I can. I'm gonna rest here, and then I'm gonna fight that guy. I'm not letting him go free. Okay. Mama didn't raise no bitch. Okay, interesting. You can actually go here to the swordsmith and you can actually tweak the scaling, or rather the stats that affect the scaling on your weapons. That's fascinating. And of course you can upgrade the individual weapons as well. Okay, that's interesting. That's actually pretty robust. Let's try this again, sir. He has a very similar moveset to the boss we just fought. That's kind of cool, though. After that fight, you're probably gonna have an easier time taking this guy on, because, I mean, you just did the hard part. Yeah, there we go. Oh, now we fight actual humans?
You know what caused the puppet frenzy, don't you? You're their maker, practically their father.
Kinda.
You and the alchemist
He's a mad
scheming
donkey.
together. Tell me the truth. What's your problem? I'm here for the old man. Get lost.
I'm here for the old man too.
I know you. Or more like, I know what you are. You're the devil's puppet.
I don't know, I look pretty real.
Can't sneak past me.
I'm a real boy. Oh, we have a mad donkey boss fight? 10 out of 10, man. How does this game get any better? I mean, I'll tell you what, I'm already like super sold on this, and it's coming to Game Pass, so it's not like I even have to pay cash for it. So it's kind of like, you know, they already struck oil, and at this point they just keep digging. Okay, so that's a little slower wind up. Okay. But man, it's just like, now they're just flexing. I bet he's weak to fire. I think I have a fire thing. I'm not gonna try to menu it. If I die on this attempt, I will try using fire on him. I'm guessing he's weak as a humanoid to it. Oh, you can backstab him.
I'll kill you both, then string you up on the bridge.
I like was wondering, with these really slow windups, I wonder if you can backstab. Sure can. Okay, well that's the strat. Oh, almost. Zero deaths. Zero deaths. We killed the donkey. Okay, now out comes Stillagio, our daddy. I'm guessing this is where the demo ends. Like, surely. But then again, I said that last time. I have no idea. You killed a dude! Pinocchio, what's wrong with you?
Finally, we meet, son. It's a dream come true.
Nope, there's more.
Seeing you like this.
Oh, we get his whole outfit? Oh, dude.
Here, use the stalker's key to open the bridge door.
Okay.
Then it will catch up.
Dude, we get his whole get up. How do we equip it? Costume. Donkey head. Oh man, no way. Bro. Okay. Okay, you guys know, real quick. Okay, heart to heart. I try very hard not to get hyped for things. Hype meaning like almost irrationally excited for something, you know? Even on my website, I have a t-shirt that we sell that I wear on the live stream and in videos all the time that says hype makes you stupid. And I truly do believe that. Hype can make you irrational. It can remove any sort of willingness to acknowledge warning signs and red flags in something. It puts blinders up, basically, and that's the problem with hype. And that's why I try to avoid it so often. I just don't think that it's conducive to a positive mental state or a useful or practical or pragmatic mental state as somebody who covers video games like I do. But frankly, it's kind of hard not to get hyped when a game releases a demo like this. You were already very interested in it, and they just keep surpassing your expectations every step of the way. And maybe it's that I'm just in a drought. Maybe it's that, you know, the Summer Game Fest wasn't that good. There wasn't a lot there that was exciting. The PlayStation Showcase was famously terrible and had almost nothing. And so maybe I'm just like starved for excitement in the industry, and this is giving me that. I don't know what it is, but I think I'm starting to feel the early stages of hype for this game, and I'm having trouble coming up with things to like bring me down from that ledge. And I'm trying to be transparent about that and clear, because like I can be very interested in Starfield, but I can call out and recognize a ton of warning signs with that game, right? Like I can see that oh, the team behind it, their last game triggered mass class action lawsuits and was borderline criminal and lost every ounce of goodwill they had. And I can acknowledge that the last 20 years of releases from their company have released with major technical problems, bugs, glitches, hitching, frame drops, crashes, all of that stuff. And so I can acknowledge those red flags to bring myself down from the cliff of hype surrounding Starfield. But with this game, already thematically, I'm very, very interested. I love the setting. I love everything they're doing with regards to that. The gameplay style happens to be a genre that I find very, very enjoyable and that I like. In terms of value, it's on Game Pass, which I'm already subscribed to. So there's no concern over potential wasted money of paying $70 for something and getting a bad product at the end of the day. Like, no matter where I look, I just keep getting more and more excited because they keep earning more and more excitement from me. And again, I try to be very, very transparent with this stuff because I want there to be sort of an open dialogue between me as the creator and you as the viewer. So you understand why I feel the way I feel. And I would like to think that I'm not feeling this excited and intrigued merely because it's like some weird bias that I have for wearing a donkey head on a playable character, but rather because I feel that they are actually earning my interest and my respect. They're actually, through showing me the game, proving to me that this is worth being excited about. In the same way that I think you'd be justified in being excited for Starfield if they released a demo that was 2-3 hours long that proved to you, oh, it runs super well, it doesn't have bugs, it seems really polished, the gunplay and gameplay is awesome, and then that would alleviate all of those concerns and you would be justified in that excitement and hype, right? But man, I will tell you what, it is exciting as all heck to have a game where I'm just honestly excited. I mean, this is already way more than I was expecting, and there's more. Like, it's blowing my mind. Honestly, at this point, I'm not sure if I should continue like filming this because it's so good. I kind of want to just encourage you to go try the demo yourself and figure out like the last boss fight for yourself, which I'm assuming there's probably one more. 3 seems like a really good number for a demo because again, this is available on like all of the platforms. You can go try it and see what you think of it yourself, which I think is what I'm going to do because rarely do I try a demo where it's like so expansive and there's so much stuff that I feel like we have an entire video done and then there's more for you to find yourself. So I think I'm going to call it there just to play it safe. And so that if you're watching this trying to get convinced of whether or not you should try this, you can go try it yourself. I don't know. My brain is fried. I'm just taken aback. I was excited for this and they have still surpassed my expectations. I would like to think I'm someone who's relatively hard to please, but in every way, this has just surpassed all those expectations. I am thoroughly impressed. And of course, I cannot wait to continue playing myself off stream, off camera, just enjoying it for the sake of enjoying it, which I rarely get to do with video games, actually. So I'm giddy. I'm over the moon. And yeah, I'm sure you're not used to this in my videos with me, just like all smiles with nothing really bad to say other than like little nitpicks of things I would tweak, but that really are not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. So thank you for watching. Thanks for chilling with me. Subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it. I appreciate every single one of you. I may miss a Monday or Friday upload over the next week or two because my wife is about to have our second child any day now. The due date when you see this video is tomorrow, and we may actually be like at the hospital having a baby when you see this video because things are starting to progress right now on Friday. So you may see me soon or not. Time will tell. But again, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. I love you all dearly, and I'll see you in the next video. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.